Archie, Archie here. Archie, look, ball. Archie. And he completely went in the wrong direction. Really? I pay for you to come to this park and all you do is pee. Really? And again, I don't understand how he has this much pee in him, because it's not like he drinks this much. Hi guys, it's Jacob aka Jake the Loser, and I'm back with a different type of video. I know it's been a while since I've actually made a video. I am actually going in for my bariatric surgery tomorrow, and I definitely did not plan to go this long without making a video. I honestly did plan to at least, I guess, document my VLCD diet, which for everyone that's not quite sure what that is, depending on what your BMI is, you have to go on a very low calorie diet before your weight loss surgery. For me it was 4 weeks, and that 4 weeks is broken up into 2 stages. The first 2 weeks I have to have 2 meal replacement shakes, bars, or soups from the OptiSlim or OptiFast range. No, I'm not sponsored. And then my third meal is a low calorie meal that consists of protein and veggies of some sorts. And I'm not gonna lie, that was a very hard stage. The first 2 weeks were definitely very difficult. Stage 2 is complete meal replacement, so 3 meals are replaced using the OptiSlim or OptiFast range, and then the last meal is pretty much so the only other thing you can have is I believe it's 2 cups of veggies. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't bother to do that. I just had the three meal replacements. I think by the second week or maybe the third week, especially when I was switching over to 3 full meals being replaced, I wasn't hungry anymore. Any desire for food pretty much went away, but it turned more into just like a fatigue, and just, you know, I know that this is a short-term thing, but this is doing my head in. I guess what I'll do is I'll kind of go into everything that I did on that VLCD diet a little bit later, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to go through my thoughts, noting that I am going into surgery tomorrow. I will be getting up at about 4 a.m, getting ready. We'll leave the house at 5, hopefully get to the hospital by 6, and then I believe that I am the first cab off the rank, so I will be going in around 7:30. I've been told that the surgery should take about an hour, hour and a half, so that's fine by me. I'll be under anyway, and then I guess any time after that will be me just waking up, and then you know, taking it from there. I have been told by my surgeon that she has booked she's booked ICU for the first night, and that is to just closely monitor me. Obviously, as you guys know, I do have high blood pressure, although my blood pressure has been fine, you know, since taking the medication, and I think especially been on this low calorie diet as well. My blood pressure is pretty much stable, but I guess, you know, just in case it doesn't drop too much, that's one thing she wants to monitor. And also, you know, whilst I'm not diabetic, you know, I have been diagnosed with pre-diabetes, and again, she just wants to make sure that that's fine, and that's all good, you know. I don't mind that extra care. I'm not quite sure what to expect in ICU. I have been told it's a little bit different to being on the ward, but yeah, I think I don't know what I'm worried about the most. I don't know if it's about going under and then not waking up again, or if it's just being in hospital for the 2 nights. I think I just want it to be Wednesday already, and I get to go home, because I don't really like the idea of being away for 2 days. Sorry. But yeah, you know, for those who don't actually know me personally, I can be a bit of a control freak. So if I don't have certain things in my own control, I panic and I overthink things way too much. So this is definitely one of those things. Oh, look at little homie. You enjoying yourself? Look at that saliva on his face. That's what happens when you have flappy cheeks. It just saliva goes everywhere. You right? So yeah, the VLCD diet was glad I'll never have to do it again. I mean, I guess my whole life will be a VLCD diet, but at least I'll be able to have normal foods and not the Opti-Slim, Opti-Fast stuff. I did personally go with Opti-Slim because it is cheaper. I know that Opti-Fast is recommended. I believe it's because there is like scientific research behind it, but I mean, I'm smart enough to look at the labels and do my own research, and it's the same thing. It's just one's medically approved, one isn't. I'm not going to say like the range that I had was completely, disgusting, but you can tell it's powdered and it's made to be powdered. I don't think it's made to be enjoyed. It's made to keep you alive and give you enough nutrients and fuel that you need just to kind of keep yourself living. I will say though, it's definitely done its job. I have lost about 15 kilos in 4 weeks. Not quite sure what that is in pounds. It might be 30 pounds, I don't know, but I've lost 15 kilos in the 4 weeks, and that is purely from the VLCD. So essentially what I did was, and look, I did actually record a few videos, but I'm not going to put them out because they're incomplete. I said the first 2 or 3 days I was still adjusting to it. I was getting used to having a set meal that I can eat, and then I think once it got to the 4th day, I really got depressed over it. Just being hungry all the time and just mentally fatigued and just not having enough energy. I was working from home every single day, but it didn't matter. I was still tired, and it really took a toll on me. I pretty much got so depressed. I got so emotional, and it wasn't fun. That pretty much, I think by the end of week 1, starting week 2, that pretty much went away, and I was able to try and be clever and strategic with the meals that I was having. I think the honest thing was, sorry, give me a second. Oi, Archie! No. Look at him. He's messing with things he's not supposed to be messing with. I love this dog park because we don't really have a garden. We don't really have a garden. We have mainly a courtyard with it's spacious, but there's no grass or anything. It's nice to run around, and it's pretty big. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't even think it was the the Opti-Slim stuff that really was hard for me. It was that 3rd meal where I have to pretty much limit what I was having. So an example would be 100 grams of chicken breast, which is not what I was used to eating before. It's not, to me, even if I was back when I was dieting, I wasn't having 100 grams. That's tiny. 150 grams of chicken, that was usually what I would consider a diet portion. Other than that, 125 grams of mince, and veggies on the side as well. I even made my own chili tofu, which sounds disgusting, but it got me through. I think at that point, because I was so restricted, I was just happy to have anything that was solid. I think my favorite meal was my spaghetti bolognese, which I made from cognac noodles, which never had in my life before. Basically they kind of look like glass noodles, but they come from the cognac plant or root or whatever. It kind of looks like a turnip or an onion type thing. they have no taste to them whatsoever, and the texture is extremely rubbery. But you know, as an alternative to spaghetti for 2 weeks, you know, it hasn't been an issue. Also, miso soup has been my friend. I've never had miso soup before. I do not like the idea of broths. I think broths are disgusting. The only type of soups that I like are, you know, vegetable soup, chicken soup, blended soup essentially, not broth soup. So that was something that really took some getting used to. But, you know, I will say it was alright. You know, when you can't eat anything else, I suppose you make do with what you get. Other than that, I didn't really have anything. I found it was easier to just stick with foods that I liked instead of experimenting with a bunch of foods, especially for the 2 weeks. And then, you know, when it came to week 3, which is stage 2, I had a shake in the morning. Then I had my best friends of all. It was the Opti Slim bars, more specifically the cookies and cream one. That was my best friend. It was the best flavored thing. That and the banana smoothie, the banana milkshake, but that in particular, the cookies and cream Opti Slim bar. Oh, that was so good. And then so I'd have the shake in the morning with coffee, then I would have the bar with a miso soup and either some coconut noodles, or sometimes I just have the miso soup by itself. The miso soup, I think it only had like 10 calories in it, so yeah, it was really nothing. It just kind of helped, I guess, with water intake. But you know, being on this diet, you drink a lot of water because you need to kind of keep yourself full. And then the last meal would be a Opti Slim soup, which was probably the worst thing. They don't taste nice. They taste very powdery. In fact, you know, it's not even that they don't taste nice. It is more so the texture. They can be quite gritty if you don't add enough water. But even when you add the recommended amount of water, you know, they're still gritty. And then if you add more water, then they just end up liquidy, and then they still don't taste nice, or they don't feel nice. I tried to add, you know, so I tried to season some of the some of the soups, you know, add hot sauce to the soups. No, couldn't stomach it. Then yesterday, so today's Sunday, tomorrow's Monday, and that is the day that I go in for my surgery. Yesterday I went to Costco and I did a massive Costco haul, because I tell you, I can't wait until Wednesday where I can get out of the hospital and I can eat, well, not eat, but drink normal food. I might do a haul when I get home. And just a bunch of, you know, yogurts and protein yogurts and like desserts and stuff, which, you know, they are still low calorie. But they're high protein, so that's exactly what I need. Then also some soups, and not these Optislim soups. You know, yes, it is canned. Actually, some of them were canned. Some of them they look like they were fresh. And all that. Archie, come here. You want water? Wait. See, this damn dog. Stop drinking other people's water. I got water for you. You want some water? Sorry, I'm back. I'm probably going to edit that out. Hey, you alright? Yeah, so I'll probably do a haul when I get back, just kind of show you some of the stuff that I got. As I say, I've got some soups as well, and some of the bone broth. One thing that I have been told is that I will probably not be able to tolerate water, which... Oh, can you guys see me? Probably won't be able to tolerate water, which is fine. Well, I do love water now. Also, I'm not supposed to have carbonated soft drinks, which, yeah, I think since I stopped taking Ozempic... Oh, you want the ball? You want the ball? There you go. Watch. See, he's going to get the ball, but then he's like, yeah, you know what, I can't be bothered. You're going to have to come and chase me down. You know, so since I stopped taking Ozempic, or even since when I was on Ozempic, I can't really tolerate soft drinks, anything like sodas. I've never been a full sugar soda person anyway, so it's always been like, you know, a Coke Zero or a Pepsi Max or anything sugar free. But I can't have anything fizzy now. I think the most that I can really handle is like when you go to McDonald's and get like a Coke Zero and it's already flat. That's my preference when it comes to soft drinks, so I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting next few days. I'd say I'm not looking forward to the hospital. I'm going to be by myself, I'm going to be bored, so definitely just want to hurry up and get out. But yeah, I just thought I'd check in and just kind of let you guys know where my head's at. I know I'm doing it for the best, but sometimes I'm thinking, am I doing the right thing? I'm not quite sure, but I think I am. I think in the long run, you know, especially the fact that I've already lost 15 kilos, I can definitely see the difference. I'm going to insert a photo of me in my suit for work, and you know, it is. Yeah, so I'm going to insert a photo actually of me in my work suit. It's way too big, and that's going to be one thing that I'm going to have to be mindful of. You know, my clothes are probably not going to fit anymore. I've already bought a bunch of new clothes. This is going to be such an expensive exercise, you know, at the end of the day. But I'm going to take it as a treat. I'm treating myself for losing weight and going through all this. But yeah. You know, I guess watch this space. I'm gonna obviously, if everything goes well, I'm gonna be a little bit more active. I'm probably gonna make a video about oh lord, he's found a bird and now he's gonna try and go after it. He loves birds. Don't know if you can see the birds there, but he's trying to chase after them. Homie doesn't realize that he can't fly. But yeah, I'm hoping that this will at least you know, make me feel a lot better. As I say, 15 kilos down. I haven't been the weight that I am right now, which is 123 kilos. Not quite sure what that is in pounds, but I'm assuming it's less than 300, which is not what I was before. Yeah, I haven't been this weight since, I'd say, maybe 2022, 2023. And my goal weight is around 80. The lightest that I've been as an adult was 90, 92, around that stage. But I was you know, I was pretty muscular at the time as well. But I definitely would like to get back down to that, and then exceed that. You know, get down to 80. Can get into the 70s, even better. But you know, I'm realistic, and then I'm also mindful that loose skin might come with it, which I'm mixed feelings about. But you know, as long as the numbers on the scale are a lot lower, you take what you can, and deal with that a little bit later. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to be extremely active on here, but I'm going to try at least, and just keep you updated. If there's anybody else that is currently has their surgery booked, is about to start the VLCD diet, or is already doing it, or is coming to the end of it, you know, send me an email, comment. I'm more than happy to give you some tips that kind of got me through things. One thing that I will say is that there is a really great bariatric community on TikTok. So I don't think I might actually put some of these videos on TikTok anyway, because you know, YouTube is one thing, but I think TikTok is a little bit more personal at times. So I definitely will create a TikTok page purely for this. I haven't really told anybody. So my manager at work knows, and one friend knows, but nobody else really knows. So I definitely don't want to really use it on my main social media. If my friends come across it, then great, but it's kind of something I want to keep to myself for now. And yeah, if and when that's up and running, I will let you guys know. And yeah, until next time, I'll catch you later.